Taiwanese artist Chiu Hsi-hsun differs from his contemporaries by using unusual materials such as asphalt to make art. His works have been collected by famous people such as former U.S. President Bill Clinton and the late Pope John Paul II. Follow our report as we take a closer look at this remarkable artist's techniques.
This pot, sitting on a hot stove, contains hot bubbling asphalt that is ladled over a clear piece of acrylic. Chiu Hsi-hsun uses deft skill to create an awe-inspiring portrait. Chiu abandoned both Chinese ink and Western oil painting styles to introduce the art world to a never-before-seen painting style some 30 years ago. His innovative art has made him a national treasure.
We invented materials like paint and ink and have used them for centuries without any new innovations. I think it's strange that we don't use new types of materials to make art.
Chiu's affection for asphalt started accidentally.
I was watching someone use asphalt to patch up a hole in a road. When he applied it, the lines looked beautiful. There were differences in thickness which could not be expressed with a pen, so I borrowed a bowl of this asphalt and returned home to experiment.
Many older Taiwanese people share Chiu's affection for asphalt.
During World War II, we had almost no toys to play with, so we played with the asphalt at the side of the road when it became soft under the hot sun. We would dig it up and play with it, turning it into one of our early toys.
Chiu's beautiful black asphalt paintings use texture and depth to form wonderful three-dimensional images. Chiu has mastered control of this medium, but in the beginning there were many things he still needed to learn.
I've discovered that it's not very adhesive or sticky. Also, it's a little unstable and insensitive to heat. After you melt it, the properties change. In the cold or snow, it could crack.
In order to address the shortcomings of asphalt, Chiu turned to a chemical engineer, Tsung-tian.
Basically, controlling the amount of petroleum wax lets us adjust the curing time for asphalt. Second is rosin resin, which we can use to adjust the binding capacity of the asphalt with the canvas. Third is petroleum hydrocarbon resin, which can improve the durability of the asphalt.
By mastering these three different components of asphalt, Chiu is able to exert better control over his art. Chiu's paintings are unique and innovative, but in his youth he did not achieve much acclaim.
Academics might show disdain for his work by saying it does not belong in the Department of Fine Arts. They could criticize his lack of formal training and say his works aren't important or representative of masters such as Van Gogh and Picasso. But from these works you can see that he has creative ideas.
At the outset, Chiu produced political satires that led him afoul of authorities during the martial law era. He would begin to flourish when he changed his style to accommodate Taiwanese folk culture.
This is Mazu's birthday celebration around Jiufen's mines. This is Jiufen Old Street. These are homes around Teapot Mountain and Keelung Mountain. People walk from this temple. This mining series is based on my understanding of the area. I have gone in to look at the mines.
When I saw this Common People series, I had a strong feeling that he was painting me, that this elderly woman was actually me, and these children were also me. I don't think that I was the only person who had this feeling. Others of his era, or who had lived through this generation, had the same feeling.
While Chiu's paintings may not be well known in Taiwan, he has attracted the interest of famous overseas collectors, such as former U.S. President Bill Clinton and the late Pope John Paul II, who acquired a self-portrait for the Vatican Museum.
If you want your artwork to be valued internationally, you must satisfy three conditions. First, your work needs to be unique. Second, it must be representative of a particular area. I was born and raised in Taiwan, so what I paint definitely has a connection to Taiwan. Third, you must represent your era.
所有的国际性的最大公约数是在地性。日本的
The most common denominator for international success is representing your community. For example, Japanese painters painted the life of Japanese people, and the same concept holds true for artists from the United States, Europe, Taiwan, and India. Each painting touches on core human artistic values.
While Taiwanese may obsess over Western paintings, they shouldn't forget indigenous art. Chiu's creativity may inspire people to think differently about art and how it is made.